What's up, people? It's me. It's the PL, Power, Love, Self, or Die. Um, I was just watching Sarnetta and, well, not watching them, but listening to uh, Polight and Sarnetta and Pharoh and I think it was Michael and a couple other people on about Polight moving to Hollywood. And I, you know what, man? We have to be accountable for our children for sure. And we have to be, I'm going to say this, is our children, the ones that we bear, the ones that we have, the ones that are our children, and our children that are not ours, if y'all can understand what I'm saying. The village concept is what I'm bringing forth. It's going to take a village. We don't know nobody. Well, we have a program, Building Bulls, and we're talking about getting the young youth off the streets, or we're talking about getting the young youth a positive outlook. Even the ones that might not even see, or at least we're going to try. And I think that's what Sarnetta is saying to Polight is, have we tried to really get these kids the way we should get them? Or have we just said, we not dealing with this and we leaving? This is what it's basically all about, this whole subject. And me personally, I only see one way, man. It's only going to get better if we stay in the muck until it's... Now, I don't want y'all to think when I say stay in the muck, I mean just stay in the muck and do mucky shit. Because we know that environment plays a very important part on some people's actions. But this is the thing with getting older. And this is the thing with time. I could be in the same area and change my perspective because I'm older and wiser now. I can't run away from the environment and change my perspective and then think I could return to the environment to educate the environment. Once I move away from the environment, I can't educate those who are in the environment because I know nothing of the environment anymore. Because, see, the environment does stay the same, but the people do change. And the environment can change if we bring the people who know the environment, who have lived there and who have changed their perspectives to change the environment. But we can't leave the environment and come back and think we can change it, and because it might have changed when we left. You know what I'm saying? And it's a touchy subject because nobody wants their kids to be around the death and the muck and the filth. Nobody wants that. You know. But there are people who are going to have to be there. So what do we do for the people who have to be there? I mean, really, what do we do? Do we run to Hollywood? Or do we stay and fight? Or do we get our children out and come on back and stay and fight? Because in reality, it's the fight. Yes, Polight says he needs a break from the nigga shit. Everybody need a break from the fight. But you got to come back in and fight, baby. Leave your family out there, come on back in and fight. Nobody said that you have to have your kids in the environment. But we need you in the environment to help the fight. There are going to be some sacrifices made. And of course, we want to be there for our children. We don't want to die and lose our children. But when we think about some of the most powerful men who have fought for their people, Their children was here and they was murdered. What makes us think, and what makes you think, or what makes Polight think, or anybody think that moving out of the hood, that it still can't happen to you? It can still happen to you. And my man made a point, man. He was talking about, he's from North Philly. I got people in North Philly. Shit, I'm in Delaware. And Delaware's ugly. As well as, I know Philly's ugly. Philly's fucking ugly. Now, I got people in North Philly. My cousin was murdered, 2 of them. Both of them shot. Now, I'm not saying that I would want to just live in North Philly. But like my man said, motherfuckers just ain't shooting you for nothing. This ain't happening all the time. There had to be a reason. Now, I'm not saying that it's some crazy motherfuckers that won't shoot or bust you, you know what I'm saying, over some bullshit. Because it happens. All right? But what I'm saying is that usually doesn't happen to motherfuckers who ain't involved in the shit. You know what I'm saying? And of course, our children can be misled and go get involved in the shit. But we can mislead them with money. Being, living high and mighty could be misleading too. Because when you're living high and mighty, there's some things that you're forgetting to install into your children. That they might one day have to go back and visit that street that their daddy came from, or that area, or that environment. Do they have to go to this environment ever? Will they have to? We don't know. Somebody from that environment might pull them back to that environment. You know what I'm saying? But we have to balance this shit out. Yes, we got to take a break from it, but we have to school our kids of it. Because honestly, I did want my sons to learn how to defend themselves and rumble. Because that was the way I came up. Now, on some real shit, no, I don't want to see my sons hurt, shot, or killed or nothing. But yes, I must teach them how to take the gun out of the man's hand. How to fight. Because this shit can happen anywhere. Anywhere. And I understand where Sonetta is coming from. Now that you have moved away from all of the shit that you're tired of, you're going to shit on the same motherfuckers where you came from. Yes, you know it was fucked up. But are you going to get the bullhorn? Like young Pharoh said, and get your family out of there. And you go back. And like said, man, I understand where Polight's coming from. I understand where Sonetta's coming from. And like said, if we leave the neighborhoods and you are a person who can wake these people up, if you leave, then on your mind, you don't think about the people that you could have awoken even after that. I mean, I don't know, man. All I'm going to say is maybe Polight has done his share. You know what I'm saying? And he's fucking tired. He done his share for the community. He grabbed some dudes out. He helped them change their lives. And he needs a fucking break. This is maybe that's on his mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else you motherfuckers want from niggas. At the same time, it's like get your family out, Polight, but you're going to have to return with those same niggas that you took out the hood. You're going to have to return with them to get them to wake other motherfuckers up. If you don't return, it can get worse. You know what I'm saying? And the brother that Polight is, I don't think he wants things to even get worse. But in the interview, it almost sounded like he gave up on those. He just gave up on some of these motherfuckers. And it's always been said, you can't save everybody, man. You can't. You can't. Young Pharoh did make some points, man. He made some points, man. At the same time, man, I don't know, this is a touchy situation. Getting your kids out, yeah, but you as a teacher, you as a speaker, you have to come back to keep shaking and waking the rest of these people up, man. If you don't, then this is what's going to happen. You're going to have Sonetta and young Pharoh and a couple of these other real dudes. They're going to say to you, yo, you're running to Hollywood. You a motherfucking coward, this, that. You shitting on the blacks. You know, they going to say this, man. They're going to say this. You know, and you can't win with this shit. There is no winning in this. There's only people that you're waking up and people you're putting to sleep. And as a matter of fact, I'm not going to say there is no winning, because I would say that Polight has been winning. He has been pulling people up out of there, showing them something different. But he must take those same people and go on back in there to the neighborhood and get to speaking and bullhorning. Nobody said your kids had to go back in there. You know? Man, peace, power, and love, man. Say what y'all gonna say to me. I know motherfuckers gonna say some things, but I just had to get that off my chest, man.